A silk stocking murder. Let me guess, another woman bites it.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
So yeah, we did pretty poorly on the previous case, so hopefully we'll do a lot better this time around.
The most well-known radio singers.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Washington for the first motion picture premiere on rails. The specially equipped Chesapeake and Ohio twin-unit diner serves two useful purposes. Eating is one of them, and then when the dishes have been cleared away and the shake...
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Thank you.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker?
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Indeed.
Kiss the blood, BD.
Oh, another body that's naked and got writing on it.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Another ring missing.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Yeah, pretty gruesome that.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Anything else around here? Yep. Bloody trail.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
Indeed. Blood splatter on the door. More blood going over here. shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Amen to that.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall that way.
What's this?
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
253.
Where are you taking us?
Well, it's no longer follow the yellow brick road, follow the red bloodstains. This is more than just some girlfriend being
Empty.
beaten up by a boyfriend.
Where is
or
all of this meant
husband.
to be taking us? He clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new M.O. I told you. It was like that.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
No, none of this is anything. No blood on either of these things, evidently.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Up the pipe.
The trail points up.
Ring.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Just painted it around.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this.
And finally the handbag. Rest of the library card.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Right, let's get there then. Nothing we've done here actually, to be honest. It's not crossed out the something else around here somewhere.
May as well follow the trail.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Ah.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
There we
Another
go.
day, another dollar.
Surprised I didn't see that first time round, but never mind. Always obviously pays to retrace your steps a little bit. There we go, it's crossed out, so we know we've done it, as well as the confirmation with the music.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Boarding house. So if you've only got 35 cents, you can only have a room, you can't have a bed.
Wait just a moment!
Haven't got a moment with the LAPD.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. You mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Pretty big house.
What are we waiting for?
I'm already going up the stairs, shut up.
Will you look at that?
Okay, we have an address.
Divorce. Okay then. That's why she's living here, not in a normal house.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Taken as a trophy, no doubt. Broken into.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Is there any way out onto there to see that iron picket? Indeed there is.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Doesn't look like there's any iron bars around here. Nope, just brick walls and fences. Nothing across the street either, so clearly taken from somewhere far from here.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was
I
a
got that
very
one wrong.
religious girl.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
I've said it right from the start. We should come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place out.
Is there a wooden jewelry box up here? I didn't see one. No. I'm back at original home then. guess I got most of the questions right that time round. As per usual, I got one wrong. Take your time. Not in any rush or anything.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, though. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Uh, 304.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Next floor.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds if you want.
I got nothing to say to you.
Oh. Need a hand there, Rusty? Nope.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Depends what the evidence says.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
That's what he cares about most.
The El Dorado.
Might be a place to check out.
Just picked fruit market.
A place of work. Hello.
This will take some explaining.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
Not a very big apartment, is it? Get out of the way, Finbar.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good. Nobody here.
Great.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Nobody else I can talk to? Guess not. Still clearly not done here either, because not everything's been found. Great, fire escape this, all wooden and everything.
Is that all you needed, Detective?
Oh, hello. Oh, this is the place. So what have I missed?
Nope.
I have no idea. I'm gonna spend forever here trying to find one clue. I feel like I've found everything that I needed to anyway. Right, let's go to here.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a...
Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. We're near this place, so we may as well do it first.
Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Great.
Letters? Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
Now we sent another.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
A waitress, can I have another spoon?
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Yeah, got both right.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have white feet.
My eggs were rotten.
Let's get to Central.
Calm down.
Continue the response.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Okay.
At least a week to get an ID.
I say we bust in there and find the guy.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
I've changed my mind. You would not give a square deal. Fuck you, BD Tex. Heap upon thy
soul by virtue of this curse.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse, ill deeds, and then be thou damned, a holding good, both infinite as is the universe, and thou and thyself torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power, though now thou sittest, let the hour come, when thou must appear to be, that's which thou art internally, and after many a false and fruitless crime, some track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
I don't think he did it, to be honest. He's got motive, yeah. But, then again, not everybody goes and kills their
I say we bust in there
or
and
hurts their
find the
wife
goddamn
for
evidence.
divorcing him. Oh, wrong way.
What
Actually,
are
is that
we
way?
waiting for? Phil,
It's a 5-star.
mind coming here and doing your job for a second?
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop.
I'm just looking around.
See him?
Prince. And he still confessed. Let's get moving.
Oh, he's in there. Hello.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
So if you didn't kill your wife, who did? You better come up with something, Angel. This doesn't look good.
Fuck you. I loved my wife.
You're good, kid. You murder your wife and you just sit there as cool as a cucumber.
Got that one wrong? Damn
You
it.
and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
All the difference in the
When we
world.
found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
I think you killed her, stripped the body of jewelry, and then went back to her apartment for the bracelet.
You should get a better hat. The sun is getting to your head. told you the truth. You don't believe
That's
me?
the wrong thing, to be honest.
You can go to hell.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. So I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places. We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
One last question, Angel.
Only half. Damn it.
Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
See if the fruit market is open.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman? We'll get to the market and the guy behind the counter will tell us he saw Angel drag his old lady off into the night. I get the point.
KTI Radio. Check local publications for times of your favorite programming, including...
Busted my light.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
What about a charm bracelet?
No, can't say I noticed that.
Damn it.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
She looked like she was having a good night to you?
Hard to tell. Might have just been the booze that was making her seem maudlin.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Damn it.
Do you mind if we
One out
look
of three.
around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh. No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
It was 5. I've forgotten. What was it? I know it was 5 in the middle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2, 5, 3.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Oh, here we go, another runner. In the car. Chase, 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 chase.
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
I'm trying.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying, but he's pretty quick.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Whoa, big jump.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect. Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Shoot him.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
There we go. It wasn't upside down in the cutscene. That's not very good.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Take a case for myself. Bit greedy there. But yeah, I think we did better this time around than the previous one. Yeah, we got most of the clues right, got more than half of the questions right, and barely any city damage, and vehicle damage is way down as well. So yeah, 4 stars instead of the 1 that we got last time. Given the size of Clem's stash, it was a wonder you didn't catch him red-handed at the El Dorado. Yeah, I should have looked around the El Dorado a little bit more, but nonetheless, that went pretty well, and yeah, fairly happy with that one, that case. So yeah, let's move on to the next one.